This is where the fun begins.
But we've seen this movie before.
What's Sam Pittman known for?
I don't know.
Exactly. Is the Arkansas athletic program cursed? But you never know what the loudest mouth in the fan base and his wild band of misfits are going to say.
I have a river of Kool-Aid for basketball.
It's time to step inside the Hawg Pen with your hosts, Razorback Zach and Marcus MC Carlton.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in to Inside the Hawg Pen. I am your host, Razorback Zach, from the Central Arkansas Hawg Pen. As you can see, I am solo tonight. I am solo. What in the world has the world come to when the guys have let me loose in the pen by myself? We are in so much trouble tonight. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody thawed out from last week. 1 week ago, snow started to fall here in the state of Arkansas. And now we're looking at, I think the high today was almost 70 degrees. What? And then 3 days from now, it's going to be 2? Somebody needs to quit pissing off Mother Nature. If whoever it is needs to be sacrificed in a volcano. Anyway, hope everybody had a great week. I am solo. Like I said, my boy MC is off doing the Lord's work. And I have become unhinged in the pen tonight because holy crap, what is going on with the Razorback basketball team? Oh boy, y'all aren't going to like me tonight for some reason. Y'all aren't going to like me. Hey, if you guys want to leave a question or comment, leave it in the Camp Productions live fan feedback. Big thank you to our sponsor, Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood. Seven Oaks Steakhouse. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you guys haven't got out there yet, you've got to. 912 Front Street in historic downtown Conway. They've got some of the best cuts of meat out there. Here's the thing. Nothing is processed. Like, you're not going to find any canned anything in this restaurant at all. You guys, I'm telling you, Valentine's Day is coming up. You want to impress your girl? Take her to Seven Oaks. Go in there, tell them Razorback Zach sent you, and you will be treated as a VIP. Announcement number 2, tomorrow morning, for the very first time, I know we've been pushing this for months. For the very first time, 10 o'clock Inside the Hawg Pen goes live on the radio for the very first time ever. And I could not be more excited because the guest we have tomorrow is a very good friend of mine. And the story will be told. So you have to tune in tomorrow. 101.1 FM, The Answer, tomorrow here in Central Arkansas. If you live outside of the Central Arkansas area, check on their Facebook or even download the app. 101.1 FM, The Answer. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll hear me and my guest tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it. Trust me. And by the way, you know how we all like watch parties? We all like to hang out as Hog fans, right? February 1st, John Calipari at this point makes his embarrassing debut back at Rump Arena as the Arkansas head coach. His return to Rump Arena since taking the Arkansas job. And I'm afraid we're going to get beat by 40, but come out to Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood for the first official ITHP watch party. 6 o'clock to the end of the game. You'll get to see pregame. By the way, for the first time, here's the treat. For the first time ever, you will have all 5 members of Inside the Hawg Pen will be in attendance for that watch party. Yes, MC's going to be there. D-Man's going to be there. Loki's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Unless the kidney stone decides to take me out. I'm just kidding. For those of you that don't know, there's a story behind that. But 6 p.m., Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood in Conway, 912 Front Street in historic downtown Conway. February 1st, it's the first official Arkansas and Kentucky ITHP watch party. Gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Next thing is we have a new gift for Inside the Hawg Pen. And then I've gotten a lot of gifts over there. As you can tell behind me, most of these are gifts that people have given me. But this one is a little bit special. I'm going to show you this right here. And I'm going to tell you why this is a little bit special. This is hand-drawn. It is a hand-drawn logo, and it has mine and MC's names on either side of it. All right. Now, why is this so special, you ask? My daughter hand drew that. That's right. My kid, Chloe, hand drew our logo, and you'll be able to see it. I'm going to put it. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to put it right back here eventually. I'm going to redo this whole wall behind me. But big thank you to my kiddo. I love it. Love you, kid. I appreciate it. Speaking of, she said I made it this time. Well, it's about time. Good Lord. I'm kidding. All right. Oh. What do you say we get into this? What do us Hog fans have to look forward to? What do we have to look forward to? I mean, the football team crapped the bed. The basketball team 0-4 in the SEC. The baseball team, now for those of you that are baseball fans, I'm about to crap on your parade, but hear me out. All right. You choked in your own regional the last 2 years. I get it. We did great. We have a great team. I get it. But you choked in your own regional in the last 2 years. Okay. Now, stay away from me with the whole track team, national championship, whatever. I get it. We're a track school. Big freaking whoop. But when it comes to the big three, you got to give us something. I mean, we're giving $100 of our hard-earned money. Some of us are giving thousands more, not me. But and the best you can do is a measly 6-6 and 0-4 in basketball. Now, I want to be. Let me back up here. All right. For the record, I tried to tell everybody not to buy in to the John Calipari hype. I tried to tell everybody not to buy in to the John Calipari hype. All right. I never bought into it. I only bought into it because my co-host, who's not here tonight, talked me into it. I knew this was going to happen. I did. But what I didn't know was it was going to be this bad. I mean, I understand. You get thumped at Tennessee. They're the best team, or they were before they got beat by Florida. They're the best team. They were the best team. They were the best team in the country for a reason. Okay? I understand that. All right? Not a big deal. Your first SEC game, it's on the road. It's in a hostile environment. I get it. I understand it. All right? You kept it respectable for the most part. Ish. Kinda. Not really. But you lose to LSU? You lose to Ole Miss? What? Y'all do know, you realize LSU has had the same record that we did. And we made them look like a Final Four team. You had Ole Miss on the ropes, and you choked. I don't know. Somebody out there explain this to me. Somebody, anybody. I'm opening the comments up tonight because I'm by myself. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what there is to look forward to as a Hawg fan, especially in basketball. Now, I get it. Everybody's argument, and I'll even put this comment up here. Time, my friend, time. Next year, yes. Here's the thing. You're 0-4 in the SEC. Okay? Everybody, going into the season, everybody said that this was the second coming of Nolan Richardson, that we were going to win the national title, that we were going to, all that. Look, the game has somehow appeared see, there it is. There it is. Empty roster and no bench. Here's the thing. All right. Y'all were all screaming John Calipari's praises 4 or 5 months ago. Okay. Y'all were all screaming, John Calipari. John Calipari is great. We got a Hall of Fame coach. We're going to the Final Four. Arkansas basketball's back. We're on track to have the same record John Pelfrey had in his second year, dead last in the SEC. Can somebody tell me which game we're going to win in the SEC? Because I don't see one. 14 of the 16 teams are in the top 30. And y'all are trying to tell me that Calipari is going to take us to the promised land? I got a better shot of winning the Powerball than that happening this year. And I don't even play the Powerball, if that tells you anything. Somebody explain it to me. Nobody wanted, look, hold on, where did it is? How do you like your crow? I bet MC will smoke it for you. What crow are we talking about here? What crow are we talking about here? All right. Because if we're talking about the basketball team, I got no crow. None at all. Because I was on par with all of this. College Sportscast, welcome into the show. Says the problem with Calipari is the game has changed and he's not adapted to it. Gee, I wonder where we've heard that before. I want guys that want to play at the University of Arkansas. It seems to me like they sound familiar. Could the football team be rubbing off on the basketball team? What a novel idea, Zach. Look, I'm not hating. All right. I'm not a negative Nancy. I call it like I see it. Y'all know me. We've been doing this for almost 10 years now. All right. I know we're doing 8, but I'm rounding up. Math was never my strong suit. Ask my mother. I call it like I see it. All right. I do. I call it like I see it. And right now, the way I see it, our basketball team sucks. They're hard to watch. I'm sorry. They may be talented. But why is it that every time they come to Arkansas, when they're talented, when they're the man, they crop out on us? I just don't get it. I do not understand. Now, here's my question. Is it time to hit the panic button? Because the season doesn't get any easier. It really doesn't if you look at it. All right, let's pull this. Let's pull this up here. Hang on just a second. Let me get this pulled up here. All right. You got Missouri to Saturday, and you're at Missouri. All right. Yay. It was not enough that we got embarrassed by Missouri in football. We're going to get embarrassed by Missouri in basketball, too. But, Zach, we're 11-6. You're 0-4 in the SEC, bruh. Tell me something else. Then you go to Georgia. I'm sorry. Then Georgia comes to Fayetteville on the 22nd. And then you got Oklahoma. And then February 1st at 8 o'clock. Y'all realize, and I hate to say this, I really do. Y'all realize Kentucky fans were right? Hey, that sucks saying that. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit by saying that. Kentucky fans were right. Calipari may be washed up. Maybe washed up. And we made fun of them so much. So much. I don't get it. I really don't and the thing is, I don't understand it. Is these guys are talented. They really are. Boogie Flynn, dude. Boogie Flan has put this team on his back. The problem is he can't do it alone. All right. He can't. Adu Thiero can't do it alone. But where's Nelly Davis? I think that's the kid from FAU. Yeah. Where's the rest of these guys that were so talented? Now, I get it. I understand that the argument everybody's making is 8 months ago, John Calipari didn't have a team. 8 months ago, John Calipari didn't have a roster. 8 months ago, John Calipari didn't have this. 9 months ago, John Calipari was at Kentucky. You cannot make excuses when you're a multi-million-dollar coach and you're a Hall of Fame coach at that. The quality on the field or on the court is not conducive for the name Basketball Palace of Mid-America. When you walk into Bud Walton Arena, when you play the Razorbacks, that slobbering hog at midcourt, you come into Bud Walton, you don't expect to win. Here's the problem. You come into Bud Walton now, they're expecting to kick our ass 5-6 times what we used to, okay? I'm going to tell you this. We're up against the break, but I'm going to tell you this. One place you don't have to worry about quality, Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood, man. Discover Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood, your fine dining gym in historic downtown Conway. Seven Oaks offers a unique dining experience, and it sources the best local ingredients from their farm-to-table menu, from succulent seafood to perfectly grilled steaks. And I'm telling you right now, boy, these steaks, oh man, they are amazing. And they got tomahawks, too. They got tomahawks. Who doesn't like a tomahawk? All right. They got perfectly grilled steaks and beyond. There is something for everyone. Keep in mind, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, fellas. At Seven Oaks, the atmosphere is ideal for any event, from an intimate dinner to business meetings. You will experience quality, flavor, and tradition with each dish. So come to Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood in Conway, 912 Front Street in historic downtown Conway, where quality meets tradition. And like I said, go in there and tell them Razorback Zach sent you, and tell them that you heard it on Inside the Hawg Pen, and indulge in your next culinary adventure with Seven Oaks. I'm going to step away and catch my breath. On the other side of the break, we're going to continue to talk about what Hawg fans have to look forward to. More heartbreak on the horizon. Maybe, maybe not. Can we fix the basketball team? And how do we fix it? We'll get into all that and more. You're listening to Inside the Hawg Pen. Back right after this.
Meeks Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Meeks Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Meeks Design.
Hey, Hawg Fanatics. We at Inside the Hawg Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share that SeatGeek is a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not so good deal. As a special offer, Hawg Fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Yeah! It's time to step back inside the Hawg Pen to the Meeks Design Studios.
All right, welcome back to Inside the Hawg Pen. I am your host, Razorback Zach, rolling solo in the pen tonight. MC is out doing the Lord's work. He had to step away last minute, but they're letting me run loose in the Hawg Pen. What in the world is happening right now? I feel free. I'm coming unhinged. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not. No. All right, so before the break, we were talking about what Hawg fans had to look forward to and the collapse of the basketball team. And I get it. We're only 4 games in. We've seen this movie before. Come at me with your arguments. I want the smoke tonight. All right. Just bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. 0-4 in the SEC. The wheels have come off. Is it time to hit the panic button? Why, Zach? We've seen the 0-4 start before under Eric Musselman, and we've made it to the Elite Eight. That's true. However, what we haven't seen in this year's class or team or whatever group of guys, whatever you want to call them, versus the teams from last year and previous years, when we made those Elite Eight runs, when we made those Sweet 16 runs, is heart. You got to have heart. All right. Got to have heart. Gene Hackman said it in The Replacements, the movie The Replacement, which, by the way, great movie. I love that movie. Love it to death. He said, winners always want the ball when the game is on the line. Somebody please tell me why this team looks lazy. Yeah, you're right. I said it. I'm calling them out. Because guess what? I'm not a sunshine pumper. I don't have fluff. I don't have agendas. I don't have... Look, I'm a fan just like the rest of you guys and girls. I am. I'm a fan just like anybody else. And everybody wants to complain. And I'm the one that started this argument. I'm aware because I know somebody's fixing to throw it at me. Everybody was complaining about the attendance at Bud Walton Arena. Well, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. And yes, when we were beating the no names by 50, okay, when we were because we've, again, just like MC said, we've seen this movie before. The football team 70-0 against UAPB. And then they choked against Oklahoma State. All right. You beat a Miami team. Big whoop. But you can't beat Illinois. You can't beat Baylor. What do you have to look forward to? What do you have to look forward to? Can we fix it? What the heck you think we are, Bob the Builder? The fans can't. Here's the thing. Everybody keeps saying that the atmosphere gives the team something to play for inside of Bud Walton. And that's true. Most nights, very rarely, but most nights, the team is good for, 5-6 points because of home court. It's not out of the realm of possibility. But you know what doesn't help the situation? Not having a freaking shoot around. How do you... Okay. How do you... I don't have my buddy here to, kind of pull me back in because I'm about to go off. And how do you go to Tennessee and not have a freaking shoot around? And then wonder why we couldn't hit the broadside of a freaking barn? Somebody tell me why. How do you not have You're a Hall of Fame coach. You have been in the game for 20, 30 years. Okay? How do you not have a shoot around at the number one team in the country's place? Not just number one team in the SEC. We're talking number one team in the country. How do you not have a shoot around? And then wonder why our guys can't shoot the basket and can't make a basket. That's like Sam Pittman coming out going, I don't know. You're the head coach. Look at that back here. See back here? One of two different coaches to lead 3 schools to Final Fours. Oh, wait. You know what? I just realized what the problem was. It's NIL, isn't it? We don't have the money. It's the fans' fault, isn't it? I mean, we get blamed for everything else. Why not this? Oh, the fans aren't showing up to Bud Walton. Gee, I wonder why. When you blow a 15-point lead and lose by 2, you really think I'm going to drive all the way from Central Arkansas to go see that? I can watch it for free here at the Pen. Even my daughter chimes in and says, the energy and atmosphere make all the difference in a game most times. She's right. And she's in the band. She knows. I don't understand. Somebody out there, explain this to me. Somebody defend Calipari. And I get it. Year 1, big whoop. Okay? Year 1, big whoop. It's not an excuse anymore. In this day and age of the transfer portal, in this day and age of NIL, year 1 isn't an excuse anymore. That's like beating a dead horse. Sam Pittman, year 5. Same story, different verse. We're 5 games in, and everybody's like, well, baseball will come save us. Yeah, until they hit the regional and then choke. Which, by the way, I'm really hoping and I want to preface this by saying, I'm really hoping the baseball team does well. I'm not crapping on the baseball team because we're about a month away from that starting. And they're always entertaining. Always. Until they get to their regional. I'm just saying. We as Hog fans, man, we go through it, don't we? I mean, if you really stop and think about it, in the last 30 years, we have gone through it. Which begs me to question, is the Arkansas athletic program cursed? If you want the answer to that, check out our podcast episode. MC and I sat down and talked about it. If the Arkansas athletic program is cursed, check it out now on all major podcast channels. See what I did there? I don't know if this can be fixed. Because if Calipari had any kind of fire under him, if Calipari was the coach that everybody thought he was coming in, we'd see some sign of life from him. All right, let's see if we can get an argument going here. All right, Trevor, I beg to differ on year 1 comment. He came in behind the ball. He filled the roster with what he could. Then 3 get injured. I think someone did a hex on the 3 big sports to allow track to get their natties. But, okay. Allow me to retort. All right, I'm going to keep that up here. Allow me to retort. Number 1, you're a Hall of Fame coach. You spent 15 years at Kentucky. All right. You're John Calipari. Guido, if you're a Dave Ellswick fan, if you listen to Dave Ellswick when I talk to him about it, he calls him Guido, which is a Godfather reference. Has the game passed him by? Your job as the head coach of a basketball team is to get these guys ready for the season. Not the non-conference, not for March. Now, I did see a comment that kind of made me think. And y'all know how I am about thinking, by the way. It's very dangerous for me to be thinking. Calipari measures his success by how many people he can get into the NBA. Not by the championships that he wins in college. Proof it what he did at Kentucky. That's like Nick Saban in football. But Nick Saban backed it up with SEC championships. Nick Saban backed it up with national championships. If you measure your success by how many people you can get into the NBA, are you really that good of a coach? I'm asking legitimately here. In the day and age of the transfer portal and NIL and all this other brouhaha, can you really have a team, a consistent team, where it's not full? Because we all know John Calipari's bread and butter is the one and dones. Look at what he did at Kentucky. All the one and dones there. Trevor chimes in again and says his paycheck is not really Arkansas money. It's Chicken Man's money. To a point, I kind of get where he's going with it, but still, my kid chimes in and says, if there's no fire from all points, then there's no motivation, and no motivation means no game. She's smarter than the average. Dad, gum, my kid is smart. I'm telling y'all right now, boy. She didn't get that from me. She probably got it from her mama. I'm just going to tell you that. Trevor says, we are going to be the one-stop year. Cal can get them to the NBA, but that's all they care about. No, I'm going to tell you what they all care about. The cheddar, the money. That's all they care about. Quite literally, in this day and age, there ain't a player out there that gives two spits. I said spits with a P, about winning championships, about getting their team success. It's about how much money they can make. Plain and simple. They're not on just when you played basketball, you were on a journey, dude. From Pee-wee to high school to college to the pros. And you wanted to feel like you could succeed. At least I did anyway. I mean, I analyze sports. I don't play them. Team sports were never my thing. It was a journey, and you had to have something to be proud of. Because if your goal was to get to the league, you wanted to look back and go, man, look at how far we've come. I'll give you an example. 8 years ago, I started this show. 20 years ago, I had a dream of being on the radio. So tomorrow morning, I get to live my dream. But it wasn't just me that got there. I mean, yeah, I'm the name and the face and all, I'm whatever. But it's the guys and girls that helped me along the way that got me there. It was the four guys behind the scenes here at Inside the Hawg Pen that got me on the radio. They got us on the radio. And that's something to be proud of. You look back over the 8 years and go, man, we have come a long way. It's the same thing in sports. It's the same thing in football. Same thing in basketball, baseball. And anything that you do, you want to look back and go, man, we've come a long way. Arkansas fans look back and go, damn, I missed the good years. It's just the way it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This is not a gripe fest. But I haven't been on air in the last couple of weeks, and I had to air my own grievances. Because, again, as fans, it gets annoying after a while when you get hyped up about the basketball team. You get hyped up about the football team just to end in heartbreak. Because I'm going to tell you now, that loss to LSU played us right out of the tournament. That loss to LSU is going to come back and bite us. Now, if by some miracle, we end up getting into the tournament, which at this point, I highly doubt, I will come on this show. I will come on my radio show on Friday mornings. And I will eat I'll even open the phone lines. By the way, phone lines will be open 10:30 to 11 tomorrow on that segment of the show. 501-823-0965 will get you on the air. Give me a call. Tell me what you're thinking about as far as the basketball team is concerned. Tomorrow morning, 10:30 to 11, I will open the phone lines. I don't know. If you look back, could it be that our best years are behind us? It's entirely possible. But as Hog fans, we're all on this journey together. And guess what? There's also another journey you can go on. It's at Seven Oaks Steakhouse in Conway. It is a culinary journey. It is your premier dining destination in downtown Conway, named in tribute to the owner's Cherokee heritage. Seven Oaks is more than a restaurant. It's a culinary journey. Here we believe in farm to table, sourcing the finest local products on our menu, craving seafood, steaks, or you need a vegetarian or gluten options? We got you covered. Step into our warm, inviting atmosphere, perfect for special occasions or date nights. Valentine's Day is coming up, y'all. Valentine's Day is coming up. Every bite promises quality, flavor, and memories. Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood, where every meal is a celebration. Visit us in historic downtown Conway, 912 Front Street in historic downtown Conway for your delightful culinary adventure. Go in, tell them Razorback Zach sent you, and they will treat you like the VIPs you are. Which, by the way, talk about VIPs. February 1st. If you haven't heard, February 1st, 6 p.m. If you're not in Conway, you need to get there. You know why? It's the first official Inside the Hawg Pen watch party. It's Arkansas. It's Kentucky. Rupp Arena. Now, I get it. Everybody can say, but we can watch it at home. We can watch it for free. Well, you can watch it for free at Seven Oaks Steakhouse, too, and hang out with the guys from Inside the Hawg Pen. You know, your favorite Razorback podcast. And soon-to-be favorite Razorback radio show. See what I did there? That's right. For the first time in history of ITHP, all 5 members of Inside the Hawg Pen will be in attendance at Seven Oaks Steakhouse. Even my boy MC will be there. We've got some surprises in store. You're just going to stay tuned for that. But that's February 1st, Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood, 912 Front Street in historic downtown Conway. Be there, because if you're not, you might miss out on something. We're going to take another break. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk a little baseball, a little football, because the national championship's coming up. You're listening to Inside the Hawg Pen. Back right after this.
Meeks Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Meeks Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Meeks Design.
Hey, Hawg Fanatics. We at Inside the Hawg Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share that SeatGeek is a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not so good deal. As a special offer, Hawg Fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code Inside Hawg Pen.
Yeah! It's time to step back inside the Hawg Pen to the Meeks Design Studios.
All right, welcome back to Inside the Hawg Pen. I am Razorback Zach. Solo tonight. How about that? Solo. All right, so let's switch gears for a second. We are 1 month and 1 day away from baseball. Those first couple of games, though, whoo, they're going to be cold, man. Whoo. Boy, I tell you, I went to opening day. Well, no, not opening day. It's James Madison. It was like a week or two after. Hang on. It's February 16th, 17th, and 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. I had to look at the posters. I don't know if you can see them, but they're the art drawing things above my head. It was cold. My goodness, it was cold. But got baseball on the horizon. Hopefully, for all intents and purposes, they will quote unquote save us. But for the moment, I'm going to bring in my social media manager. We call him the wise man, and he is the one Loki DeWitt. He's the Paul Heyman of ITHP. What's up, big man?
Oh, what's going on? Heard you here talking to yourself and figured I'd come in and
you know me. I do that. I talk to myself all the time.
Yeah, everybody, but normally you don't do it on camera. People call the police for that.
As long as I don't argue with myself, we're good.
Now, let's be real, Zach. Y'all hear that pause, ladies and gentlemen? You hear that? Now, before we get too far into Diamond Hogs, Calipari, you want to argue?
Tell me why. All right. Tell me why I should have hope for this basketball team going into the rest of the season. Because right now, look, MC and I are hitting a panic button.
As far as the rest of the season, and I mean, I've kind of had this mentality since they announced him, you probably shouldn't.
I've been saying it all the time.
But because, I mean, like, how many other year one coaches are there in the SEC right now?
Well, you got Mark Pope at Kentucky, who's 5-0 against top 15 teams right now.
Okay, with the team that was built by Calipari. How many year one coaches do you have in the SEC that have had to build the entire program from the ground up?
I mean, I get, but again,
no, I'm saying you don't get to have hope this year because he hasn't been able to assemble the pieces. A lot of these teams that are killing us have had coaches there for like 4 and 5 years to put all their pieces together and all that. And he's coming in here with kind of the island of misfit toys, and it's going to take a few years to put it together. But what happened was Musk got us so hyped up with the Musk bus before, it crashed into a ravine.
I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
And then we know Cal's reputation. So as soon as he gets hired, we're expecting, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and we're not being realistic about it. Like I said, I don't think you should have hope this season. I don't think, a lot of people were predicting like runs in the tournament. I didn't see that, especially not against teams that are already experienced together. But it's the chicken man's money, but we don't play for the Arkansas Roosters, all right?
This man said Arkansas Roosters.
Right. So, but I mean, that's what it is like, it's going to take some time to put things together. But because it is who it is, and because Muss took us from what we were to where he got us to before the team imploded, it's very much a case of he's got to put it together, and until he does,
Yeah,
we're
Loki,
a broken team.
Okay, but Loki, how again? Nobody has been able to answer this question. How do you go into Tennessee and not have a freaking shoot around?
Honestly, how do I figure he went into Tennessee and not have a shoot around?
I mean,
I have an answer for that, because I've been thinking on that since he didn't have one.
All right.
As everybody knows, our fearless host here was in the military, so I will sum it up like this: collateral damage. I figure he expected to lose that one from the word go.
But you can't expect to lose. I mean, now, you don't have a shoot around? Yeah, expect to lose every time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a shoot around? You're going to lose. But that gave off so many Sam Pittman vibes. Okay. That there's no fire.
Well, I think, like I said, I think there's a fire. I just don't think he has his campfire built right for it to really go anywhere. You ever build a fire and like it kind of goes and then it goes out? But I mean, but what are we worried about on social media? He's not wearing red. He's not wearing red. Our last coach couldn't even keep a shirt on. Why are we so worried about what this dude's wearing?
That's a good point. And I'll be honest with you. Here's the thing. I don't care what
family
he's wearing.
show.
I don't care what he's wearing. He can wear a t-shirt and jeans. Just win the freaking ball game.
I think that time's coming. Like I said, I think Muss got our expectations up because I think the only reason Muss got forgiven was because he left. But Calipari has the reputation that he does, so everybody thought that, oh, well, he's going to build off what Muss had. Well, what Muss had, everybody left, except for what, Trayvon Brazile?
Chandler Law, or not Chandler? Who's the other kid? Blake lost one of the walk-ons that tried to transfer that came back. He's a bench player. I don't know. So important. I don't even remember his name.
So our star returning player was Hair and Nails.
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody else is like, everybody's like, oh, it should only take them two or three games to gel. That may be true, but these other teams in the SEC are machines, and they're built and they're ready to go. And frankly, with all the talent we have, we're not.
But the talent is there.
It is there, but it's not assembled together. You're a Cowboys fan. You know exactly how that works.
Whoa.
You know exactly how that works.
Sensitive subject. Next year's our year.
I am being nice about it. I'm just saying,
I know. But the point still stands, though, is that we heard all about John L. Davis. We heard all about Boogie Flynn. We heard all about
Boogie's legit. You put respect on his name, okay?
He is. Let me get my point. Hold on. Let me get my point. All right. We heard all about these guys coming into the season, and the only two that actually look like they're playing for something is Boogie Flynn and Adu Thiero. Not even Trayvon Brazile looks the same. I'm surprised he hadn't changed his hair color, but that's neither here nor there at this point.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing, and just calling a spade a spade. I don't think we would be nearly so upset about basketball right now if football had done worth a damn.
I have to disagree.
Basketball was supposed to save us. Basketball was supposed to lift our spirits and put us back together. And now that basketball hasn't done it, hey, baseball, you're looking pretty good tonight, sweetheart.
What about gymnastics? What about softball? What about...
I love all those sports, don't get me wrong. But like the majority of fans are all about the big three.
Well, yeah, but here, and I've said it on this show many times over many years. If you're going to call yourself a Hog fan, and I know we're getting off in the weeds here, but if you're going to call yourself a Hog fan, you have got to support the whole program. You can't be critical of a 6-6 football team and then, not go to Bud Walton Arena. All right. You can't be critical of an 0-4 basketball team and then go to Baum Walker and then not go to Baum Walker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or Barnhill or Bogle Park or Razorback Field.
So are wins what reflect the metric, like SEC wins? Is that what reflects the metric? Because if that's the case, I'll see you at the next women's basketball game because John Neighbors has one.
Mike Neighbors, you mean?
I that's how important he is to me. Okay.
Look. Here's a stat that not many people know. Or not many people know, not many people realize. Mike Neighbors has more SEC wins than John Calipari does at Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. But look how well those games are selling out. People want that dude's job.
I mean, at least. Oh, wait. Again, I know we're getting off the weeds and I know we're wrapping up here, but Loki, at least he's not Jimmy Dykes, just like Sam Pittman isn't Chad Morris. Okay, so what are we going to say? We're saying John Calipari's not Nolan Richardson? It's not John Pelfrey?
Nobody is. Nobody is Nolan Richardson. Do I expect – see, the only one that I'm really giving any, grace to at this point is Cal. Pitt should be doing better. Neighbors should be doing better. Cal inherited an empty box of a team that has not had the chance to, be put together. It's the Lego set in the closet, dude.
Dude, okay. We hear this. We hear this. You're in and you're out, though. They're not.
Next year, I expect the Death Star Lego set to be sitting on the table when the season starts. Okay, he better have it together by then.
I understand that, but we hear this every year. They're not gelling yet. Give them till February. They're not gelling yet. This team's not cohesive yet.
I'll repeat. Year 1, I'll give them that. Year 5, year 6.
Like I said earlier,
I don't buy it anymore.
Like I said earlier in the show. The whole it's year 1 argument holds no water with me anymore because of the transfer portal and the NIL.
No. See, my argument against that is I'm gonna ruffle some feathers if
that's all I'm about tonight. I don't care.
If you're a Pitt defender, you might wanna refresh the page real quick. In the day and age of the transfer portal and NIL, people want to go to teams that win.
No, people want to go to the teams that'll pay them the most.
Yeah, and if you
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At this point, Ole Miss, there's so much money over there. It's like the Mario game. You hit them and coins come out. So but like I said, Arkansas has been mid for a while. And we as fans deserve better. Yeah, I get it. Hogs roll around in the mud, but we deserve better. But that's the thing is I want to know where a certain unnamed athletic director is putting all this money that Sam says is not a problem.
Well, that's another story for another time.
Podcast exclusive. It's coming. Listen.
There you go. Mama Linda's in the house. So is Casey Sutton, by the way. 3-time cancer's ass kicker, Casey Sutton, I should say. Mama Linda says, hi, guys. I have not been happy since they appointed Cal. Never liked the man. Never will. Goes back to when he was the Memphis coach and dealt with those thugs when they stayed at the hotel I was working at. No control over the players then. And what has he shown us now? Nothing. What can be said? What else can be said?
I know exactly what can be said. What happened at that hotel? That's what I want to know.
Easy there, buddy. But hey, man, thank you for joining me tonight and stepping in at last minute. I appreciate it. And big thank you to everybody tuning in tonight. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Remember.
Now, real quick, as far as I am excited about baseball, we have 3 preseason All-American pitchers.
Yes, we do.
3, you have permission to go in the kitchen and get your pitcher and stir up some Kool-Aid for baseball. Right? Just
Crystal Light
sip it.
lemonade.
Just sip it slow so you don't choke on it when it starts to get hot.
Hey, I'm leaving it there. Leaving it there. It's Omaha or bust this year, dadgummit.
Amen to that. Yeah, I love our baseball team. I love all our teams. But if you want national championships, how do y'all feel about people running in a circle? Because if I got a deal for you. So
I'm going to leave that one alone.
we're a track school, dude. We're a track. We destroy at track.
But all right, man. Like I said, I appreciate you joining me. Thank you to everybody that joined us tonight. MC, hopefully we'll be back next week. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., 101.1 FM, The Answer here in Central Arkansas. If you're not here in Central Arkansas and you want to check it out, download the app. 101.1 FM, The Answer is the app. And I think I'm trying to see if we're going to get it on our Facebook page. I don't know yet. But hopefully everybody tunes in tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss my guest tomorrow. And Sunday, 2 p.m. on that same radio station, you get to hear a replay of this show. So you have 3 chances to hear us throughout the week.
You know why you should listen to the show tomorrow morning? Because I know somebody out there that can hear my voice right now can make a better argument against this man than I can, and you can do it live on the air.
Yes, I can. And he will join me live tomorrow. I cannot wait. All right. That's going to do it for us. Big thank you to Rock City Wraps, SeatGeek, Meeks Design Company, Cam Productions, and, of course, our presenting sponsor, Seven Oaks Steakhouse and Seafood. I hope to see everybody out there February 1st, 6 p.m., 912 Front Street in historic downtown Conway for the missing MIA Marcus MC Carlton, the wise man Loki DeWitt, and all of us here at Inside the Hawg Pen. I'm Razorback Zach. You have been listening to an all-new episode of Inside the Hawg Pen. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Thanks for watching this episode of Inside the Hawg Pen. Listen anytime on your favorite podcast provider and be sure to follow us on all our social network channels.